Hello students, good afternoon. This is a brief video tutorial that explains how to organize and send the final version of my digital language portfolio, which is the integral product for each course. So later we'll look at where and how to send it, but first we're going to take a look at how to organize the final document. So first you need the complete version of my digital language portfolio open. There should be 72 slides in total, with the blank version that is. If you already have a previous version of this document and you've been filling it out during the semester, then obviously you can return to that original document that you have. So first of all, what we can do is include the slides from chapter 0 and My Language Passport. So you might recall we did an introduction in a forum where we sent just a few slides from the passport. This was one of them, and there are a few others that followed. So you can recover that file and then just insert the slides here. After that, for the biography and the dossier, what we need to do is simply just move the slides from the files that were partially completed for each chapter, and we're just going to move them into one main file that contains all the different slides from the different chapters. So for example here, I have an example of a document that was sent in the first chapter. So we can see, as requested, we just have 2 slides for the biography and the can-do statements. And then we have a few examples of the work from that chapter that was selected, with the screenshots and a brief description of what was done. So all we need to do is select the slides here. We'll start with the biography. You can see I have the blank slides in the main file here. I can just eliminate them, copy the completed ones over, and that's the biography for chapter 1. Then we'll repeat the same process for the dossier. I'll remove the blank slides, and I'll copy them over from the smaller file. In this case, there are 3 slides. You can just do 2. And as you know by now, it's just a matter of selecting a few examples of the best work that you've done from each chapter. So there we go. That's how you do the passport, biography and dossier. For the biography and dossier, the process then repeats for the following chapters. Any slides that weren't used from the final chapters or whatever, you can just eliminate them, that's no problem. Also, if you want to reduce the file size a bit, you can also eliminate some of the more image-heavy files. But this isn't completely necessary because we're actually going to send the file in a link through a digital cloud. So let's suppose that we've completed the document. We'll save it here. We'll go to the file location, and I'll take it from here and upload it to a space on a digital cloud. In this case, I've already uploaded it. You can use Google Drive. If you have an institutional email account, then you should have access to Google Drive using that, or you can do it through iCloud. There's also OneDrive, whichever one you choose. Then with the file, we'll take the link. It's important to set it to open access. Just as a reader is fine, but make sure the assessor doesn't need to request access to the file to avoid any delays. Take the link here, and then we can just place a short message for the teacher. Copy the link. Hi assessor, this is the link to my final DLP document. So we have that ready, and the good thing is there's not going to be any difficulties to upload the file due to its size. So we can return to the platform, and the final DLP is sent in the DLP homework bin for the final chapter. In this case, it's Delhi in a Day. can click here. You can also send the files just for this chapter, or you can just include them in the final version of the document. We'll set the homework bins so you can send 2 files. Remember, it's much better to do it through a link and a digital cloud, and then just copy and paste it over to avoid any problems with the evaluation. So that's all you need to do for the final version of the DLP. This will be evaluated just as one final homework bin, and the points are added on to the final score. So for instance, if I get 8 in the final DLP and my grade was, let's say, 88 before, then that will move it up to 96, for example. So thank you very much for your attention. That's all for now, and feel free to get in touch with your assessor if you have any doubts. Bye for now.